Let me know when you're ready.
Auntie Cleo's leveled head. Feeling a little off balance? You need a leveled head. Auntie Cleo's pipe patch. All of the benefits of smoking a real pipe. None of the messy cleanup. Spacer's choice.
What's done in the block mine?
Hey, Ellie, you wanna know what I think? I think they ought to make a serial about our crew. Only, we'd have all these secret messages in every episode, see?
What happened to the Code of Silence, Felix?
Hey, why do you always do that thing with your eyes whenever I talk to you? You on the alert, maybe? Looking out for a hidden...
Try Auntie Cleo. It's better than nature.
That episode from a few weeks ago?
Remember that stranger I saw in the square?
Oh, there. That's one right there. Can't you just see the stench of impropriety radiating off of him?
For the last time. Access to Byzantium is impossible without a proper nav key. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to be... somewhere else.
How splendid. Another... Why, just this morning I thought to myself, as lovely as the gardens are, and here you are. Hey, it's nothing to be... Well, whatever you call it, do it elsewhere, and take your merry band with you. Honestly, what is the board thinking letting so many of your ilk into the city proper? It's madness. What's wrong? It erodes the very pillars of our society. Merit, decorum, personal hygiene. This city is meant for us, the system's finest. We earned its luxuries. But now we are overrun with the unworthy and the ungrateful, and this early retirement nonsense is making it even worse. The worst thing to happen to Halcyon, a contest that gives even the lowliest and most inefficient workers a chance to live in Byzantium. By simply winning a lottery, those early retirees get an exclusive district of Byzantium to themselves. Tell me. Oh, by the law. I mean the principle of... It's not right. I deserve to see any district I please. Why, if it weren't guarded, I'd... You know, you look like you've been shot at before. What say I hire you to invest...
She ain't wrong, boss. We do gotta...
Yes. What is that person's job exactly? Are they your secretary? Personal masseuse? Or do you just keep them around as a mobile armrest? Well, it doesn't matter. What's important is that you think this is a fabulous arrangement, and you'd be thrilled to lend me your services. Aren't you? Did you miss the part where I said I'd pay you? That's all the reason someone like you should require. Better than money? Let's see. The thrill of discovery. Like in an Aetherwave adventure. People love those. Fantastic. Consider... I hear the chosen retirees all enter the retirement district via the port landing pad, but it's completely locked down. You'd never get in that way. Unless, of course, you had a wealthy, beautiful benefactor of impeccable social pedigree. Which you do. How fortunate for you. These codes will get you past the lockdown. Oh, and don't worry about subtlety. I don't care how you deal with security, just correct this injustice at all costs. The same way anyone gets anything here. Bits might earn you a place in Byzantium, but that means for favors like this, you need to spend... Now, do we have any further business, or are you just here for the repartee? I earned my place here, just like everyone else. My grandfather was the CIO at Tile, you see. Chief Idea Officer. He came up with all the best ideas for their products. You know the font they use for Stogie Slims? That was him. Well, he described the idea of it to their font development team, then picked it from a list of choices, but that's basically the same thing. It was a very long list. And I must admit.
This property is off limits. Solicitors, loiterers, and uninvited. This ultimatum That's funny. The minister isn't expecting visitors, and you don't much look like one of those couriers from HPS. Sure you are. And what is... Typical. Why don't...
Got it. Heads down.
What was that?
Here they come!
Take us down! Oh.
Staying out of sight.
Something on your mind?
What's on your mind? Yeah, sure thing. I've been thinking about that. Scylla's about as far away from civilization as I can imagine. cold, barren rocks and the occasional mining operation. Clyde wasn't exactly a prospector. I guess we'll... Clyde was my first friend, but he was also my mentor. Taught me how to think, how to question, how to disobey. I figured the board got him in the end. Some guys with black uniforms snatching him off the street in the middle of the night or something. That's what I don't know. The message was light on detail. Clyde. He was a blustery old cuss. Carried on about violent revolution and seizing the means of production. Yeah.
Tom?
Oh, for the good old days when you could simply ask of me.
You must think you're pretty tough. I bet I could take you.
You're adjusting before you pull. You're anticipating it.
Of course I'm anticipating it. What if I shoot a friend on accident?
That's on account of your stance. Lean into it. Embrace it.
Wow, how'd you do that?
On my way.
On my way back. Coming back!
Out with it, you wretched contraption! Does nothing in this city.
So what'd you think of the game last night? I still can't believe Armstrong ran the field from the Tuesday zone.
Yeah. Armstrong's really something. Nearly took a fellow's head clean off with a tossball stick.
Yeah, well, he's a hacker. That's what they do. Rangers don't show a shred of mercy in a Darlings game. Bates got tossed out of the game for excessive sportsmanlike conduct in the third half. Serves him right.
Yeah.
There's nothing to see. Yeah? All right.
How did you get in here? You're not one of my guards. What are you doing here?
Oh, my law. Captain! Captain! That's the minister! Mr. Clark! Oh, wow!
I don't know if I trust this so-called minister fella, if that is his real name.
If this is about another Aetherwave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off, as the parlance goes. I'm not doing any more. Drugs, of course. I don't have any...
He's got...
Process of elimination. The only other person with access? Of course. It's Rockwell again. Who else? And I thought he was only holding me here to keep me out of the way. Chairman Rockwell. He's kept me under house arrest for years. I've long suspected him of transacting business in my name. But this proves it.
So the chairman's a crook who can't be trusted? Who knew?
Please, this is important. Whatever it is that brought you here, Rockwell's the one behind it. After seeing this place, is it really a stretch? I've been confined to this house for years, and even I can tell you, things aren't right. Whatever Rockwell's doing, he'll be doing it from the HHC headquarters. Your best lead is to look for details in his office.
If by look for details, he means knock things about and take what we like.
That's certainly one way of...
This all feels off, Captain. Like when there's a storm.
Believe me, things have been off around... Why, this is starting to sound like an... Halcyon Holdings Corporation, the collective of companies that run, allegedly in partnership with the Earth Directorate and... via the Acropolis District, of course. That's where the most important corporate and government facilities are. But only board employees are allowed into the district. There's a heavily guarded checkpoint just down the street. There might be a route through the maintenance tunnels, but I'm afraid I don't know specifics. Most people avoid the area for obvious reasons. When you reach the HHC building, this access card should get you up to the executive suites, where the chairman's office and what used to be my office are. Oh, I haven't been allowed up there in years. I shudder to think what Rockwell's done with the place. The board's lackeys are none too bright. What? Please, take this and transmit it from his office. Rockwell hasn't given me any messages from Earth for years. He's desperate, but they need to know what's... What isn't on it? I've gathered meeting minutes, internal messages, sustainability reports, and more, all exposing the corruption and mismanagement plaguing Halcyon. Once the rest of the Earth Directorate sees it, they'll have to send help.
You're telling us you gathered up a whole mess of evidence on the board's corruption. How big is this cartridge again?
Large enough, I assure you. That's why you must transmit the data to the Earth Directorate and hope for their speedy intervention. Depending on the nature of their response, organizing and sending... And...
Can't keep us out. Bort's just showing off.
Captain, I stand out here like a big, greasy thumb.
Welcome to the official headquarters of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Board. Today's greeting is brought to you by Auntie Cleo, a subsidiary of Colway Pharmaceuticals.
State your business. Please step away. Huh. I'll just need you to register your weapons with a revised request to carry 30... I'm not authorized to... Now, let's see. You don't have to be sorry. Look, you don't have time to wait on new forms. And I can't afford the citations for impeding HAC business. So I'm gonna... Just know there are a bunch of guards upstairs, and they're all high on dervish mist and low on patience. So try anything funny?
Don't worry, boss, I got a plan. First, we get ourselves some tossball sticks, right?
Felix.
I understand you're Maverick Johnston's new star. Well done. Personal assistant to Adjutant Akande and Chairman Rockwell. I'm also responsible for organizing the adjutant's stationery, which is more of a hobby. Ah, oh, you were being serious. Will there... Excuse me, just a moment.
One person gets all...
Got it. Heads down.
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams. Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will die. Everyone will slowly stop living from malnutrition. But we're doing it together, and that's what matters. I fucking swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed. But I can assure you there's nothing to fear. We've got a solution. It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. We will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources, while the best and brightest of Byzantium continue living in prosperity. Look, you idiots! How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this! While Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis, so that every Halcyon can be part of the important work of saving our colony. By testing paperweights. Sorry, couldn't resist. Let's go again. And someday, in the not-too-distant future when we've solved this crisis, we'll all be back together again working for the good of Halcyon. Until then, the board shall provide for the deserving just as it always has. So, obey your supervisors, take your vitamins, follow your corporate-mandated grooming rituals, and rest assured with the board on your side, there is nothing to worry about.
That was all a story, wasn't it? It's not real.
I always knew the board was crooked, but this is just evil.
I suppose that is... Apologies for the wait.
What was your family like, Felix? Did you ever know him?
I never knew him. I was a stowaway. That's what they call orphans who grow up in the back bays.
Oh, gosh. I'm sorry. I must have been lonesome.
Come on, Parvati, who you talking to? Imagine me pining after my family. Yeah, I suppose I was a touch lonesome. But hey, look at me now. I made it. I got a ship and everything.
I think I'm gonna start taking my lunches out of the city. That woman from downstairs, the cafeteria.
That scientist? The one who's been hounding the clerks? Ooh, gives me the shudders, too.
They're all...
No problem. I'll head over. Hey, did Tillman get transferred or something?
That's right. You weren't here when it happened. Some UDL officers took him into custody.
Oh, law, what did they take him for?
UDL's been questioning anybody with possible connections to Phineas Wells. And, well, Tillman designed all those wanted posters.
So UDL's interrogating Tillman? Ugh, that's disgusting. Can't believe I had lunch with the guy.
Sorry, I shouldn't talk. Not without signing a waiver. Hmm?
Don't let the guards... If you see any sprats loose up here, definitely don't touch them.
If you see any sprats loose up here,
Don't let the guards hear you asking questions. Or peeking in the back. Sorry, I shouldn't talk.
Sorry, I shouldn't talk. Not without signing a waiver.
You see any sprats loose up here, definitely don't touch them.
Huh?
Here they
Something's
come!
not...
Oh, Cap. Sure.
I'll be right there.
What? Hmm?
Heads up!
Put him down!
Here they come! Oh, Captain. Sure.
What's on your mind? Yeah, sure thing. What's on your mind? Yeah.
Something's not right. No, I didn't grab her! Thought I saw something.
Let the record show that Subject 23K's cause of death is cerebral vasculism brought about by a ruptured aneurysm.
That's an 86% failure rate for this batch. I think we can safely move on to the next.
And I had such high hopes for this one. Oh well, I suppose it could have been worse.